because we're going to cover the X39 patch, which we love because we know it activates the GHK-Cu peptide. We know that there's a patent with that peptide, and it does incredible things for our body to help our body to regenerate at a cellular level. So we'll talk about that. But the hot tip I want to give you before we get started, because we have so many people that are joining our team, that are doctors, that are nurses, that are personal trainers, nutritionists. I've got so many people from so many modalities of health and healing. And the wonderful thing is they all say, hey, you know what? I'm an athlete, or I train athletes. Are any of the patches great for athletes? They want to know which patches are the best for athletes. So if you're a person tonight that's watching that says, you know what, I know athletes, I work with athletes. In fact, I was visiting with a guy the other day, and he works with all of these clinics where they do all of the kind of knee replacements and things like that for all of these like athletes, especially. And so whether you're an athlete that is currently exercising, or whether you're an athlete that's rehabbing, are looking for alternative solutions to help your body to heal and recover naturally without the use of pharmaceutical drugs or ibuprofen or things like that, you're going to be in for a treat tonight. So the hot tip I want to give you is tonight we are going to cover, before we get into X39, which is really the star of LifeWave, we're going to cover X49 and energy enhancer. Now, I just got done teaching SkyFit, and I actually have energy enhancer on. So it's right kind of where you're on the side, where your armpit, right at the top of the armpit, right next to that. If you kind of push on that area, it's a little sensitive there for me. But when I put white on the right and tan on the left with energy enhancer, it literally is lung 1 is the name of the meridian and acupressure point, lung 1 in Chinese medicine. And so it helps with with your lungs, with your breath, with opening up that breath. And so it's great for athletes if they're about to go, be in a race. It's great for performance athletes if they need more endurance because they need more lung capacity because maybe they're, going for a long time. It's also good if you just have a sick kid, right? Or you've got a cold yourself. It's great to put energy enhancer white on the right, tan on the left. Remember, energy enhancer comes like this, and it actually comes with 2 different sleeves in there. So when you get it, you're going to get 15 of the white and 15 of the tan patch, 30 total. Okay, so it's kind of like a 15-day supply. You can wear them as long as you'd like. So white on the right, so there's a tan one that looks like this, and then there's also a white one, right? So when you go to put it on, you always you want to wear these generally together, right? Generally together, white on the right, tan on the left side of the body. So some people like to wear them on lung 1. There's different pericardium, different areas on your wrist, on the top of your wrist. You just basically measure 3 fingers up there on that point, white on the right, tan on the left. On the underside, you can do the same thing. There's all these great places that you can put energy enhancer, but this was the original patch with LifeWave. How many of you know that this patch was the very first patch that David Schmidt created with LifeWave? And so this thing is not brand new. In fact, it's 20 years old. Think about that. And it's still available to us in our back office. So there's been 20 years of people using this patch. Isn't that incredible? So that's why when you go to convention, you get around people like these incredible doctors and people from Europe that have been using these patches. Some of these doctors have been using them with their patients for 16 years. Imagine that, right? And so energy enhancer. So rather than me tell you about it, I pulled up a quick little short video. David Schmidt always does these LifeWave Connects. And the LifeWave Connects are phenomenal. And there was one yesterday. If you missed it, it'll be reposted. It'll be on the LifeWave Health YouTube channel. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on over. We're going to learn a bit about the energy enhancer. And then you're going to learn a little about X49, because the X49 is great for blood flow. It's great for bone density. And it's great for muscle recovery because it's incredible for your heart health. So the combination of a couple of these patches, and I will say this, my oldest son, Bo, he's not on tonight because he's arrived down in Costa Rica. That guy, he gets to have all the fun. But he arrived down there. But Bo, during his last track season, NCAA athlete, ran the best times of his entire track career. Literally PR'd every event. Like every event was like better and better PRs, personal records. And so he was wearing the X39, he was wearing the X49, and he was wearing the energy enhancer actually down on his hips, white on the right, tan on the left. He's an 800-meter runner, so he really loved that. And so that was the patches he was wearing as an athlete. Knowing what I know now, I would say, Bo, you should also throw on a carnosine patch, but that's going to be for a different night, because carnosine is really incredible for those kind of mid-distance athletes. So not necessarily the sprinters, not necessarily the long distance, but those kind of 400, 800, even the miles runners, it's really awesome for them. But we're going to start with David Schmidt, you guys, because why not learn from the guy who invented the patch, right? Let me make sure that we don't have any questions on the chat. Yes, I'm so happy you guys are all here. Again, you have a few minutes to make phone calls or text people and say, get on. The hot tip is excellent tonight. So let me just really quickly pull up this great presentation that David Schmidt, it's all about the energy enhancer. Are you kidding me? I think I just clicked off of it. No way, Renita. Hang on a second. I got to pull it back up. That is hilarious. So for those of you that are, let me just show you what I'm doing so that you can learn how to do this, right? Why just me do it? Let me show you how to do it. So I'm going on over. This is perfect for those of you that are brand new and if you're sharing with others. I'm going on over to YouTube. Okay, so y'all can go to YouTube. This is where I'm getting it from. And then I'm going to go up to YouTube and I'm going to write in LifeWave Health, because that is actually the name of the YouTube channel. So when you're at LifeWave Health, it looks like this. I can click on it. Okay. There's 48.8 thousand subscribers. The first video talks about phototherapy. So if you're brand new to phototherapy, welcome. I'll be honest with you. I come from a real biochemical realm, right? I've been a nutrition coach. I advise people on what to eat and what supplements to take. Phototherapy was not necessarily in my wheelhouse. So I thought, I did love the sun. We did have an infrared sauna. I did have a cold laser that helped with pain. So I was aware of light frequencies and how different frequencies heal. But what got me was my infrared sauna, my laser, all of these modalities of healing that I knew about, they had to be plugged in. And with this patch, there was no plug-in. I was like, well, how is it working? How is it activating light? Like, I don't get it. And I didn't know a whole lot about phototherapy. So let's just start really quickly because I have this up and it's only 2 minutes long. Let's start with what is phototherapy. So you guys, if you're brand new, if you're a trainer on here, a nutrition coach, a doctor, a nurse, it's time for you to put your toe in the water of the future of healthcare that's happening right now. It's energy medicine, it's frequency, it's sound, it's light. And these things, light and frequency, literally affects the biochemical of our body, right? The sun activates vitamin D3, right? So the bioenergetic or the bioelectrical realm is affecting the biochemical, literally creates vitamin D3 in our body. The patches activate different peptides or different healing mechanisms within the body. So let's just watch this quick minute, 30-second video about phototherapy so you know what it's all about.
An ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light that can promote a general state of health and healthy activity unique to each LifeWave patch. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared energy emitted from the body is reflected back into the body and then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative energy and enhances your ability to live well without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals. To find out more, contact your distributor. LifeWave. Live long. Live well.
You had me at without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals. I don't know if any of you caught that, but to use something like this incredible technology and not have to rely on drugs or chemicals is kind of a big deal, right, guys? Because we know the world is very, very chemically driven. So I'm actually at LifeWave Health here, and when I come down, there's going to be all kinds of great videos. In fact, if you've never been to LifeWave Health on YouTube, there's 1.2 thousand videos. So, I mean, you could come here and you could get a whole education if you really wanted to. Talks about how the patches work, talks about the compensation. There's a lot of LifeWave Connect business webinars. Here's product webinars for those of you that are wanting to learn more about the product. And again, I am really excited about all of the webinars that David Schmidt does. And we can just keep looking at, like, I'm going to go LifeWave Health, and then I'm going to go up here, Energy Enhancer, to see if I can pull up.
World-class athletes in every sport use and endorse LifeWave technology as a means of achieving peak performance without the use of drugs or stimulants. Health advocates like Suzanne Summers and everyday people from all walks of life have found LifeWave vital to enjoying improved energy, better sleep, reduced pain, and more youthful vibrancy.
So one day, sitting in my home office in Atlanta, Georgia, and I get a call, and the voice at the other end of the phone says, David, this is Richard Quick. And then he tells me that he's been using the LifeWave patches in conjunction with Dr. Merritt, and he found that during the first 3 weeks of using the patches with his athletes, that 6 out of the 8 swimmers broke their personal lifetime best in their event. So this was absolutely huge. This was one of the breaks that I had been looking for.
That which seems extraordinary today will be commonplace in the future. If something can be done in 20 or 30 years in the future, why can't we do it today? That's what David Schmidt has done with LifeWave.
We got an opportunity to have our product on Olympic athletes. We got to have world exposure of the technology by having the athletes compete in the Olympic Games and in the Olympic trials. And I am very grateful to Coach Quick for that opportunity.
At the Olympic trials in 2004, a scandal erupted. The Stanford swimmers were doing so well that some of the other coaches accused them of using performance-enhancing drugs in the patches.
I met before the U.S. Olympic Committee and had to explain how the patches worked. They took the patches down to UCLA Microanalytical Lab, had the patches examined, and found out there weren't any drugs in them. The athletes drug tested negative, so they were completely clean. And we started to make national headlines because people wanted to know what were these patches and why were the Stanford women's swim team using them and doing so well with them.
This is a product that will really help people. It'll help people have more energy. It'll help them focus better so they can be more successful in whatever their endeavors are.
Having clinical studies is a matter of ethics. You have to know what effects your products are going to have on people before they actually use them. And it's a legal requirement. The government wants to see clinical studies, scientific proof that substantiate your claims.
We look for independent researchers. We look for universities that can study our technology. We're driven to prove the benefits of this technology as well as to show how this technology can be used to help the health of people around the world.
National conference featuring 40 speakers. Professional and Olympic athletes talked about using LifeWave patches to become the best in the world. Other presenters included medical doctors, acupuncturists, naturopaths, scientists, even world-famous biophysicist Beverly Rubik, also known as the mother of energy medicine.
I'm a biophysicist. I've traveled the world looking for maverick wellness products that make a difference in people's lives. And it came to my attention that there was this LifeWave energy patch. The first thing I wanted to do as a biophysicist was to test them on the human energy field. And that is the state of the art now in biophysics, that this field is considered to be the bottom line regulator of our processes. Here's an example of the data. The red indicates points that were tested that are really unbalanced. The yellow are points that are tolerable within normal but not quite normal, and the green, of course, are the most normal. Some 5 meridians are grossly unbalanced. And after wearing the LifeWave patches, only 1 point is unbalanced. That's an impressive result, especially after immediately placing on the patches.
There is an immediate autonomic nervous system response within 5 minutes. This is what happens when we apply the patches. As you see, there's a pretty hot looking back to the left, and there's a patch distinctly sitting right in the middle of that spine. It has a cooling effect on the autonomic nervous system.
Statistically speaking, there we can prove that energy production is enhanced fairly dramatically by these patches. I've been doing this kind of testing now for almost 8 years, and I can tell you, you don't see these kind of results.
We tested the LifeWave product and we found that it made a significant change within 10 seconds in the cytoskeleton. And let me tell you, that is profound.
There are a lot of products out there, folks, but there are very few companies who support their products with quality science.
LifeWave energy patches were our first product, and they're a natural way to improve the flow of energy in the body without having to resort to any type of stimulants like caffeine. Now, where you apply the patches and how you apply them can make all the difference between the results that you get with these products. First, the most important thing about LifeWave energy patches is that there are 2 of them, a white patch and a tan patch. You can think of the white patch as being positive and the tan patch as being negative. The reason that we have 2 different patches is because the body is divided into bioelectrical zones that are both positive and negative. So we will be applying a white positive patch to a positive location on the body, and we will be applying a tan negative patch to a negative location on the body. Let's go ahead and refer to our LifeWave Energy Enhancer brochure. We have 4 different locations where you can use the LifeWave Energy Enhancer patches when you're first starting out. The first location is on the wrists. Now we will be applying a white patch to the right wrist and a tan patch to the left wrist. In acupuncture, the name of the meridian that we are applying the patches to is the pericardium. The pericardium is a sheath that surrounds and protects the heart. And I would ask you to please refer to the research section of our LifeWave website so that you can see clinical research with respect to applying the patches at this location. The second location that you can apply patches to is the lung 1 location, which is located up on the shoulders.
So mine are.
Many athletes have found, and many individuals have found throughout the years, that this location works extremely well for not only improving energy, but improving athletic performance. The third location for wearing the LifeWave energy patches are the stomach 36 point, which is located just underneath the knee. Now obviously this isn't physically where the stomach is located, but again, these are acupuncture points that stimulate the stomach meridian. This location is 4 finger widths below the kneecap and about 1 finger width to the outside of each knee. And again, we're going to be applying a white patch to the outside of the right knee and a tan patch to the outside of the left knee. The fourth and final location is the kidney 3 point located on the inside of each ankle. Again, we're going to be applying a white patch to the inside of the right ankle and a tan patch to the inside of the left ankle. This location is along the Achilles tendon, and it's in the depression right next to the ankle bone on the inside of each ankle. Now, most people will find that one of these locations works extremely well. So what you do is when you first get your LifeWave Energy Enhancer patches, or if you're working with a prospect, have them use Energy Enhancer every day for the first week. Start with the location of the patches on the wrist, and then the second day, move them to the shoulders to the lung 1 position, the third day to the stomach 36 position, and the fourth day to the kidney 3 position, and simply monitor how you feel on each of those days. And what you'll find is that there's some of the locations that you respond to better than others. In the future, you can continue to cycle through those locations, or you can just use those locations that you get the best results with. And then when you're ready for more, please refer to our book, The LifeWave Experience, which has further advanced patch locations for using LifeWave Energy Enhancer, as well as using these patches with other patch products. Thank you.
Awesome. I never even knew there was that book, so I just learned something new tonight. The point is Energy Enhancer is incredible. And remember, we have over 90 clinical studies on our products. So this is not like David hearsay. This is literally like we have clinical evidence showing the efficacy of these patches and how they're affecting the flow of the body, positive and negative charge, white on the right, tan on the left. It rhymes, right, guys? White right, tan left. In fact, in some studies, it actually shows that what happens with the Energy Enhancer, it's something called fat oxidation. And fat oxidation means your body uses its own body fat for fuel, which is why the very first time David ever used the Energy Enhancer patches, he used them with those Navy SEALs. And they were, really strenuously being worked out during Hell Week. They had long hours. Many times accidents happen. People even die during Hell Week. It's pretty wild. But David wanted to use the patches to keep their energy balanced. And guess what? It worked. Because what the patches use are not caffeine or ephedra or a stimulant. They simply activate light in the body, and that light uses a process of fat oxidation. So it literally will burn our own fat to keep the energy balanced. In fact, in one of the studies that David showed, it actually activates up to 30% more calorie burn during a workout, which is why I just wore it. I teach Sky Fits on the trampolines, so I wear them every time I teach class, because why not? Why not burn 30% more calories during the workout? So it's a really great thing if you know people that are exercising, that wanting to recover faster, or maybe they just simply want to burn fat more efficiently. I would say the Energy Enhancer would be an awesome patch to start with. We are going to really quickly talk about the X49 patch right now, and then we will move in to the star of the show, as always, the X39 patch, which we love. So X49 is really amazing, you guys. It was actually the most recent patch that David has created. It's called the X49, okay? And if you're saying, why are these patches called 39, 49? For every patch David created, it's X1, X2, X3, X4, X5, right? I think Eon was originally called X12, right? And so X49 is the 49th patch David's created. But the truth is, we don't have 49 patches in our back office. We only have about, 12? And so not every single patch has made it to market. David brings to market the patches that he can prove the efficacy through clinical documentation, research studies, and of course, safety, right? All of those things matter. So he's got patents, he's got studies, 180 patents, by the way, 180 patents David Schmidt has. He's got over 70 in regenerative medicine. So let's watch this quick video on X49. And then I have one more thing to show you with X49 that you're going to love.
One scoop of AG1 replaces multiple supplements
Let's get rid
with
of that.
75 high-quality ingredients.
Skip those ads.
We believe age shouldn't hold you back. A number assigned to you by society has no bearing on your pursuits, and the past tense should stay exactly where it is, the past. With LifeWave founder David Schmidt's latest innovative health technology, now available with X49, there's no time like the present. Even as age does its best to rob you of your ability to get out and move, now is your chance to redefine your prime. Continuing the legacy LifeWave established with wearable patch technology, X49 harnesses your body's own human energy to boost performance, strength, and stamina, support a healthy cardiovascular system, reduce muscle soreness and promote recovery from exercise, and support fat loss when used in tandem with a healthy diet and exercise program. How does a patch you put on your body do all of that? It all starts with your body's own potential. When applied, the patch stimulates the skin, reflecting infrared and visible light back into the tissue, generating cellular activity and a host of specific health and wellness benefits. In the case of X49, the patch elevates the body's natural levels of AHKCU, a copper peptide that activates vascular endothelial cells to support healthy blood flow. Further research touts its ability to metabolize the amino acid alanine, which is a source of energy for muscles and the central nervous system. Our exclusive non-transdermal patch technology elevates the body's natural levels of this important copper peptide for a wide-ranging effect. Simply put, X49 helps your body do what it was designed to do, only better. In a clinical study, the results on improved performance were clear. After just 2 months, participants saw a significant improvement in several physical performance-based categories. Participants were able to increase their ability to do sit-ups, push-ups, squats, bicep curls, and strengthen their grip. Even people in their 70s were able to as much as double their performance. However, these significant improvements translate into much more than results in the gym. Life is for living, and nothing can ever replace the very real experience of getting out and moving your body. When life tries to make you a spectator, get back in the game with X49.
The X49, and again, that video is found right there at LifeWave Health. For those of you who have not been to that YouTube channel, there's all kinds of education. There's all kinds of great things. One thing I do want to share with you that maybe some of you have never seen before. Let me just pull this up, get out of that one right there. Give me a second. Thank you, guys. You don't have to be super tech savvy to do this, obviously. I'm not the best tech savvy person in the world, and I'm doing it, right? So let me just stop the screen share real quick here. I think I did. And then let me pull up. This is, when you join LifeWave, you actually get a free app. It's called the LifeWave In Touch app. How many of you have downloaded that already? It's a free app that all brand partners get. So you get a free website and you get a free app when you join, which is so cool. So I don't know if you know anything about websites, but they're not cheap to develop. And so we actually get our own free website and your own free app right away when you join LifeWave. It's absolutely 100% free. So I'm going to share with you this great presentation. It's a product education that's actually available on your app. That's where I got it from. So I got it from the LifeWave In Touch app. And we're going to go very quickly through this because they talked about it a little bit in that brief video. But we want to talk tonight about why the X39 and X49 are so powerful together. So, because remember, X39 is the star of the show. We're going to get to that in a second. But X49 activates a peptide called AHKCU, and that peptide works so beautifully with the GHKCU. They're both copper peptides, and like David Schmidt says, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, 1 + 1 = 10, right? Because the synergistic power of these two peptides together is really remarkable. So let's just talk about it. So we know the X39, for those of you who are brand spanking new, someone probably said, hey, you got to learn about this X39 patch. This is what the X39 actually does. It's amazing. It actually, according to David Schmidt's patent, and we can read the patent, it is incredible for helping with activation of stem cells, according to the patent, right? And so also it helps to do many things. I mean, increasing energy and better sleep, supports the immune system, relief of minor aches and pains, improved cognition, improved skin quality, reducing the appearance of lines and wrinkles, and of course supports that natural wound healing process. Now let's talk about the X49 because I know the athletes are in the house tonight, right? So, I mean, we love the energy enhancer. Remember, the energy enhancer was used by the Navy SEALs. And then the second place it was used by was the United States female Olympic swim team with that energy enhancer. And that was like 19 years ago. And guess what? All of those female athletes down at Stanford under the direction of Richard Quick. They broke their own records within a short time of wearing the patches. Many of them qualified for the Olympic swim team. So that was the energy enhancer. We know that patch rocks for athletes and endurance, right? But the X49 is so cool because it's for a healthy cardiovascular system. You got healthy cognitive function, muscle recovery. That's why my son and even myself, I wear it for muscle recovery. You just recover faster when you have the X49 patch on. Move over ibuprofen. You don't need it when you're wearing the 49 patch. And then, of course, fat loss when used in tandem with a healthy diet and exercise program. So I'm not sure about you. I was a personal trainer for 25 years. And so everybody came to me because they're looking to lose weight, right? And then, of course, bone health. X49 has been known and clinically proven to actually improve bone health. And I could even tell you stories about my own mother, how it improved her bone density so much because she had degeneration in her gum line and her jawline, teeth. I mean, it was just wicked. She'd been dealing with it for 7.5 years. She wore the X39 and 49 patch. Her dentist called me and said, "What in the world did you do to your mother's teeth? It's like I'm looking at a different person's mouth." Right? So just incredible for bone density. But so why is X49 the perfect companion? Again, X39 activates the GHK, but the X49 activates the AHKCU, and they're literally like the sister peptides, right? And so when you look at that AHKCU, it's been found to be involved with the health of the vascular system, the lining of the blood vessels, you guys. Very important for heart health. So also, AHKCU has been used for many, many years in skincare. So if you have friends that are estheticians or dermatologists, they probably know about AHKCU, right? Because it's really incredible for regrowing hair and just for really nice, beautiful, glowing skin. And so as you come down here, they were doing studies, and what they did is they did blood samples to measure AHKCU concentrations 24 hours, first baseline, then 24 hours later, then 7 days after wearing the patch. Okay, they had a sample of 10 subjects made of men and women aged 40 to 81. So these guys weren't newbies. They weren't youngins. They were 40 to 81 years young, and they were selected to participate in the study. So here's what was happened. The blood samples were measuring the HKCU were taken at the baseline 24 hours and 7 days later, right? And so let's keep going on. What was happening here? So one study revealed, okay, that there were trends toward increases in AHKCU in people that were not vegans or vegetarians. By the way, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, it's really important that you supplement with alanine, okay? It's an amino acid that all of you need called alanine, all right? So in a separate study, statistical significance was reached showing that AHKCU metabolism increased in utilization supporting bone health. So what are the benefits that you guys can expect from wearing that X49 patch? Wait until I show you something coming up here. It's really cool. Stick with me. Build muscle safely, gain strength and recapture what was lost to time, make stamina gains the first week of use, improve and protect overall cardiovascular health. So this is what they did. They actually did a 20-person clinical study, and they did all of these things: sit-ups, push-ups, squats, biceps curls, and grip strength. In 2 months, look at the improvements of sit-ups. Almost a 71% improvement in their sit-ups. Push-ups, 82% improvement in their push-ups. Squats, 47%. Bicep curl, 113% almost of bicep curl strength. And then of grip strength, as so important as we get older, a 74% increase. And then they also did the body scans looking at, this guy was a 74-year-old male. He had 37.55% body fat, right? Body fat. And so you can look at his picture there. You see him. That was actually a picture of him. And then that was before. The fat mass was what, 66 pounds, right? And then I come down here, look at the after of this guy. So he went from 37.55 body fat to 33.5. This is just wearing the AHK, the X49 patch, you guys. So he literally has fat-free mass. He gained lean mass, right? Because his fat-free mass is more. He lost body fat. Just very, very incredible at just changing the body composition of people. So again, The benefits are strengthening bones for a rock solid foundation, recovering more quickly, and also supports the health and functions of the heart, which is so important, especially after the last 4 years of mayhem and craziness with the pandemic. And so X49 benefits, look at this. The study actually showed reduction in blood pressure. So when people just wore only the X49 patch, they had a decrease in systolic. Remember, systolic, diastolic, right? Systolic is the top number, diastolic is the bottom number. They had a decrease in systolic by 5.51%. But when they coupled the X39 and 49 together, this is the power of wearing them together, you guys, X39 and 49 together, they had a decrease in systolic by 8% and a decrease in diastolic by 18%. Wow, 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 wow. Are you guys getting this? This is a big deal if you're dealing with people that have blood pressure issues. More benefits, supports the health and function of the brain. The X49 is incredible for people that even the aging population, right? X49 is more highly focused on helping those who want to increase their muscle as well as reduce their body fat. So again, if you're a personal trainer on here, if you're an athletic trainer on here, if you're a coach on here, it's incredible to know about this patch for your athletes, right? Because it's going to help increase their stamina. The recovery time is going to get better. And I'm going to almost guarantee you they're going to start PRing, just like the Olympic swim team did, just like my son Bo did. He PR'd every single race his last semester of college. It was wild, right? So X49 will benefit the most of those who have a consistent, good, healthy eating and exercise plan and really want to stay well hydrated. So what can you expect from using those two patches together? And like David said, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 = 10 when it comes to X39 and 49. GHK, CU peptide, and AHK, CU peptide. So these work together to really unlock the synergistic benefits. X39 is going to, be affecting the stem cell enhancement. Well, the X49 is going to help in reshaping the body and improving body composition. It's a big deal. How many people do you know right now that are wanting to lose weight and feel better, right? But using them in tandem, you're going to have like the best of both worlds. You're going to have this incredible regeneration at a cellular level happening, as well as your physical body and composition actually changing. So it's really, really cool, you guys. They also did a little bit of a study looking at people that were on a bike and how many calories they were burning when they used X49 alone, and then when they used X39 and 49 patches together. So on the bike, the calories burned with X49 alone, they had a 73% increase in caloric burn from wearing the X49 patch. So if you're exercising, you're going to want to put that patch on because you're going to increase your caloric expenditure and your burn rate. And then look what happened when you put the X39 and 49 together. The calories burned went from 73% to 91%. Again, they're better together. The top speed of biking increased 23% with the 49 alone. And then when they put the 39 and 49 together, it increased 28%. So the person was able to bike faster, to move their legs quicker, right? And then biking the distance, how far can you go? 57% increase with the X49 alone. And then when you put those two patches, 39 and 49 on at the same time, you have a 65% increase in the distance you can go on that bike. Wow. And again, this wasn't just with young people, guys, right? This was with people all the way up to 81 years old. And so the pulse actually decreased, right? 49 is helping our pulse to decrease. So a 4% decrease in the pulse, and 39 and 49 together, a 5.38% decrease in pulse rate. I mean, incredible. This is an incredible slide. So this was all clinically proven. So body changes were big time. And the 39 and 49 really helps to build the bodies differently, right? Because adding 49 actually helped the body to become leaner, helped to improve fat loss. 11% points in 60 days. So 11% change in body fat in 60 days, you guys. Think about this. I've been a trainer for 25 years. Sometimes I would work with people a full year and we might see 11% points. So these guys are seeing this in a short period of time, in 2 months, 11% decrease. X49 makes the body leaner and stronger, and X39 and 49 really can create more change together. So where do you wear them? X39 in the neck, X49 below the belly button, or you can switch that up if you don't want to wear that. You can wear X49 on your neck and X39 under the belly button, right? So the performance bundle, get the benefits of both. So there's a performance bundle. Once you sign up as a brand partner, you can set up an auto shipment, and your auto shipment, the best deal is actually the performance bundle, because you save money. You actually get it for $169.95. And you get a sleeve of X39 and a sleeve of X49. And typically, if you go to your doctor and buy those sleeves, they're $150 each. So that'd be $300 for those 2 sleeves. If you sign up as a wholesale member, you're going to usually get them for $100 a piece. So $99 for one, $99 for the other. But there's a great package in our back office. Once you're signed up as a brand partner, as a wholesale member, the performance bundle is $169. So you get those 2 sleeves, not $300, not even $200, but $169. So it's a great deal, you guys. I encourage you to check it out in your back office if you haven't seen it. Maybe some of you already have seen this presentation. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you learned something new from that. We're going to move on now into my typical presentation, but I wanted to talk about the importance of the energy enhancer and the 49. And of course, now we move to the star of the show, which is the X39. So let's move on. Any questions about the 49? And again, hopefully you guys caught that nugget in there. You can download the LifeWave In Touch app. And that little flip chart presentation that I just went through is on the app. So you could share that with your doctor. You could share that with your trainer. You could share that with your chiropractor, right? Anybody you think that might be interested in learning and understanding more about fat loss, right? Do you know anybody interested in fat loss? Gosh, everybody I know is trying to lose weight and feel better, aren't they? All right, so we are moving into a quick little presentation about X39, and I will send you guys on your way. Hopefully you've enjoyed this so far. Make sure you talk to the person who invited you on here tonight. They are your sponsor, and they will help you to get started. And tell them, I want to get started at the cheapest possible price, right, guys? How many of you guys like to save money besides me? So if you want to get started at the cheapest possible price, talk to the person who invited you. This is who I am. You're probably thinking, who's this lady? Like, what does she know? Who's she about? My name is Renita. I'm from North Dakota. I've been in health and wellness for 25 years. I'm a child of God. I've got 3 boys, 23, 16, and 15, trying to keep up with these guys. My son, Bo, said to me, Mom, I asked you last week if you wanted to go to Costa Rica. I said, yeah, you asked me. I didn't actually think you were going to go that quickly. He goes, I couldn't wait for you guys. I had to get I had to get to the warm climate. So he's calling us from Costa Rica tonight, which is so fun. But Bo is 23 and he builds the business. He said, I shared it with 5 people at the Phoenix Suns game last night. He went to the Phoenix Suns game. For any of you guys basketball friends, hands out there. And he shared it with 5 different people, the patch at the Suns game. So this patch is such an easy tool. Everybody you talk to your right, to your left, to the front, to behind you, they're hurting. They're looking for relief. Maybe they have pain. Maybe they have, mental, brain fog. Maybe they've just been sick for a long time. So everybody I know is seeking solutions. So I was on TV for 8.5 years. I was the NBC health and fitness expert up here. Loved what I did. I love getting people well on TV. Unfortunately, when the pandemic hit, I started talking solutions about vitamin D, vitamin A, getting fresh air, exercising, and the news station did not like that. They said, you're moving in a different direction than us. And so I was cut loose after 8.5 years. Can you imagine? Because I wasn't willing to talk about the vaccine. I said, no way, Jose, I'm not discussing that. I think it's people's freedom to choose what they want to do. But my list is long. I have over 25 health and fitness certifications, you guys. I'm a master trainer, a group fitness instructor, a lifestyle weight management consultant. I'm a behavioral change specialist, advanced personal trainer. I teach elderlies with senior fitness for people with neurodegeneration like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia. And then I teach children and athletes because I'm a sports and conditioning specialist as well. So I really train the gamut. That's a little bit about me if you guys didn't know who I was. This is my family. And like I said, I stay in shape because of these kids. I'll tell you what, this middle one right here, Truett, he's about 8 inches taller than the oldest one. Oh, that burns my oldest son, Bo, how true it is. Truett has shot up recently. But these guys are athletic. As you can see, they're all throwing backflips. I think that was actually in Costa Rica. But they're all super athletic. And so the question is, have you been patched yet? I talked enough about David Schmidt. You guys got to know this guy is humble. He loves the Lord Jesus. He's been at this for over 20 years. And in 2008, David really started focusing his attention on stem cell research. He knew it was going to be integral in health and helping people to really reverse disease and combat disease in their body, right? And so the X39 patch took 10 years to make. $4.5 million David spent on clinical research and studies, literally to bring it to the market. It only came into the market about 3 years ago. The company went from doing about 30 million a year to over 300 million a year with the launch of the X39 patch. Okay, so it is an amazing, amazing technology. And I can just read here what the patent said. So David Schmidt has over 180 patents. The patent specifically on X39 is really awesome. Like it says right here, the body mints as a result of elevating the copper peptide, GHKCU. Remember, you just learned about GHKCU, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. That is all in the United States government issued patent there. So cool that David, went to bat, knew his research and his studies were incredible, and ended up getting a patent out of the deal. So love this. We are the only company in the world that has a patent to do this. And so we have 17 more years to help a whole lot of people get patched up and change the course of their health, right, guys? So how this works, you watch the first video, it's phototherapy. There's nanocrystals in the patch. The nanocrystals are made of organic ingredients like water, oxygen, salt, sugar, amino acids. So it's normal everyday things. And all they do is those little ingredients form crystal patterns inside the patch. Nothing leaches from the patch into your skin. So there's nothing transdermal happening. You're not getting a herb. You're not getting a chemical. You're not getting stem cells. You're not getting anything from the patch into the skin. What's happening is your own body heat activates the patch, those crystals, heats up those crystals. And because your own body heat, your own body light, right, hits those crystals, basically the crystals reflect back into the body different frequencies of light to turn on different healing mechanisms. Okay, so there's no drugs, there's no chemicals, it's non-invasive, it's non-transdermal even, right? And so we talked about the benefits of X49, but 39 is wild, guys. Increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, mental clarity, energy, vitality, improvement of sleep, improvement of skin appearance. I mean, really, people are just changing their lives. My husband and I wake up to a miracle inbox still, okay? Literally, people are inboxing us saying, what in the world is this patch? I can't believe what it's done to my health. This is incredible, right? So I'm going to tell you, you're going to notice some initial things when you first put it on in the first couple of days, but really the long-term benefits are what rock, because the long-term benefits are really where we're actually age reversing. Okay, like David Schmidt said, this is not anti-aging. The patch is not an anti-aging patch. The patch is actually an age reversal patch. How many of you like the idea of age reversal? Maybe some of you need to get a little older and then you'll like it, right? I'm 46. I love the idea of age reversal. So first few days, you got 4,000 genes beginning to reset. Within 6 weeks, we see a lot of brain balancing happening. Wow, moods change, improve moods, right? With kids, with adults, right? The fog is lifted. My son says, my brain just feels better. My 23-year-old said, I just feel different. That was 8 days after wearing the patch. He said, I just feel better in my head, Mom, right? But within 3 months, your collagen is increased, which is why everybody looks 10 to 15 years younger. This is so awesome. No drugs, no chemicals, just activating your own body mechanisms with light. And then David actually did a study, and they found that within 6 months, literally, it reverses the signs of aging in the heart. And it's incredible. Like when you start reading the research of these patches, you're just going to be blown out of the water. So we talked about how to wear it. You can wear it at the base of the neck or under the belly button. X39 is so simple, yet it's so, it does such a great depth of work inside the body to activate regeneration, right? And so there's a great website called This Is It Info. If you guys are on tonight and you say, I just need more, Renita, I need more than what you showed me. then go to thisisinfo.com and you will watch video after video of doctors' testimonies, of more David Schmidt. You will listen to everything that I guarantee that you need to hear. If you need more research, you can look up all the patents, you can look at all the clinical studies. So if you're a person who loves to dig deep and due diligence, get on over to thisisinfo.com and you'll get your heart's content over there. You'll love it. Remember, LifeWave is going to be 20 years old next year. The company, again, went from 20 million to 320 million, and we're finishing at, I believe, over $400 million this year. We're open in over 75 countries, so this is a global opportunity. People around the world need to activate their cells to a younger, healthier state, right? This is not just a US thing. And so there is a great opportunity attached to this. Like I said, when you get started, maybe you're here tonight for your health. Maybe you're here for the wealth. Maybe you're here for both. I like freedom. I like health freedom, and I like financial freedom, and I like financial independence from our government. And so for me, it's all about educating people about how to take control of their health and how to take control of their finances, right? Because we know that if we're going to eat organic and we're going to buy patches and we're going to do alternative modalities of healing, it costs money. So we want to be making money. So the compensation plan is lucrative. I will tell you that. When you get started, you can get started at any one of the packages. They range from bronze all the way up to diamond. So $125 all the way up to $1,600, depending on what you want to spend. If you want to launch a business, I would definitely recommend starting with the gold package. That's $499. And with that, you get a ton of patches, right? That's what you need to use. This is the patch business right now. So LifeWave is a technology company, so they're going to be coming out with more phototherapy advancements in technology. But currently, the most incredible technology that we have our hands right now is the patch. And it's changing lives so quickly. So you can earn up to $25,000 a week in binary commissions. You're building a right team and a left team. So think family on one side, friends on the other, right? Or maybe family and friends on one side and coworkers and people that you do life with and go to the gym with on the other. Just think of people that you know that would benefit from anything that we talked about tonight. There's also something called a matching bonus. I love this because it's unlimited. You're not capped at $25,000 a week. And I should tell you this, my husband and I took the compensation plan to the top in 66 days. So this is not a hard business. If you have a heart to want to help people and serve others, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Like I said, we are moving out of the biochemical realm of pharmaceuticals and all that garbage, and we're moving on over to light, sound, frequency medicine, where people are actually regenerating their bodies and healing. So it's super cool. And we are cutting edge when it comes to phototherapy. So get excited about that. But the matching bonus is cool because everybody you sponsor on your team is your first line leadership. And if they go out and start building a team, you're going to get a 25% check match on what they do. So it's really awesome to help your team to build their team, right? And then let's say you sponsored your friend and your friend went out and sponsored their friend that you don't even know, and they're building a team. Then you're going to get a 20% check match on the team commissions for that second line leadership. And let's say that person you don't even know sponsored another person you don't even know that lives in Japan, and they start blowing this thing wide open. You're also going to receive a 20% check match on the third line leadership. So you get paid infinity deep in team commissions, infinity deep. If you got 1,000 people, in fact, Scott and I have 25,000 people or so on our team. We're paid infinity deep, but the matching bonus is when we sponsored our first line leadership and they have success, we get a 25% check match. When we help them to have success and they are having success and getting check match, we also get a benefit of helping their team and helping their team on down. So we just keep working in depth, Scott and I. Again, there's different packages you can get started with. I would really suggest doing the business builder pack. If you're considering building a business, it's $499. We did business builder gold, and then we upgraded to the diamond pack for $1,600. But the good news is we started at business builder for $500, and within 3 days, we realized we needed many more of these patches, and we upgraded from the gold to the diamond. And the beautiful thing there is you just have to pay the difference in price. So you don't have to go out and shell out $1,600. You just move from $500 to $1,600. So you pay $1,200 difference, and then you get the difference in sleeves. Now, I will tell you, at the diamond pack, you do get 3 entire free sleeves. So that's like a $450 retail value for free. So I don't know if any of you want extra 90 patches to go help your friends, family, and loved ones, but there it is. I mean, you're going to get that when you do the diamond pack. There is a 30-day money back guarantee, so there's really no risk involved for anybody you're talking to. And then it's really important that you get on monthly subscription. And I showed you earlier the best monthly subscription to get on. It's the combination of the X39 and 49 together, because you save a ton of money when you do that. And so that's really it. Does anybody have any questions tonight? Make sure you talk to the person who invited you on here. They are your sponsor. They loved you and cared about you enough to invite you on here tonight, you guys. I appreciate you hopping on and learning and growing, and hopefully you're going to learn something new. My goal is every time I do a Zoom meeting to add value to your life, and hopefully you're learning something and taking something away that you can go out and share with others. And if we can help more people win with their health, we absolutely ought to be doing it, right?